as a man of faith, I will not be ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, because it is through that gospel that I am alive and having the ability to speak to you guys this morning. If you felt any inspiration from any of the three previous speakers, just drop some fire flames emojis in the chat for me real quick. Just like light that thing up. Ophelia, you dropped the mic. I'm going to try to pick it up, put the pieces of the microphone back together, okay, because I believe that I have a word. um, as I was asked to present to you guys this morning, my brain went all over the place. Do I talk about processes? Do I talk about frameworks, systems, testimonials? And what organically arose for me is what I call the non-negotiable. And I'm going to share that non-negotiable with you all. Coach, do I have share screen rights? Good to go?
Indeed. Indeed.
Okay. Can everyone see that full screen?
Yep.
The non-negotiable is what arose for me organically in terms of what I want to share with you guys today. Let's get straight into it. Another term for non-negotiable is absolute. Okay? Absolute is defined using the noun tense as something that exists independently and not in relation to any other thing. I'm going to read that again, keeping in the context of the non-negotiable. Absolute is something that exists independently and is not in relation to any other thing. In street terms, the absolute is it is what it is. Okay, there is a line that is not crossed. I call it my non-negotiable. It can be referred to as your absolute. And if you take some time and really introflect within yourself around what your non-negotiable is or what your absolute is, we all have one. What I present to you today is my non-negotiable, and it's you. You're the non-negotiable. I'm the non-negotiable, the individual. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat as well. If you've been around our environment for any amount of time, you've either seen, read, or heard this statement in front of you. And many of you may be thinking, what the hell does TEAMFAST company slogan have to do with a non-negotiable? If you stay with me for a couple of minutes, I intend to take you somewhere around this very thing. Be you, but fast. I've discovered that my non-negotiable is a play on two of the four words in this statement: you and fast. Be is an action term. You is the individual, the non-negotiable, the absolute, but fast. And we're going to break that down. You ready to go on a ride? Here we go. Be you. And when I say that, I'm speaking in the context of be your own universe. Okay? We have the ability to create our own world, you guys. And oftentimes we lose ourselves in being in someone else's universe, worrying about what that producer is doing or what that influencer is doing, and taking away from the uniqueness that we have the ability to create in being our own universe. So when you see be you, I challenge you to look at it from a deeper perspective outside of our team's company slogan. Be your own universe. The non-negotiable has nothing to do with anyone else. It's you. It's your own universe. Okay? Now, how do we create our own universe. Now, we can determine what vibration and what frequency we operate on by what we allow our, by controlling our thoughts, by meditating, by getting in prayer, by engaging in breath work, by getting some quiet time, blocking out all the noise, the influences, the chaos, the have to do's. Sometimes, most times, the most important factor for us in being our own universe is staying in a constant state of self-awareness. You guys still with me? Okay. So be your own universe, but be fast by focusing on achievement through self-transformation. You know, leadership starts with self. It doesn't start with a process. It doesn't start with a framework. It doesn't start with a system. And let me drop this on you succinctly. If our internal systems, frameworks, and processes are not established, how sustainable would our external systems really be? You know,
Wow.
we talk about systems and processes, and those have their place. Without systems and processes and group coaching and one-to-one time with Elias, I wouldn't be where I am today in the business. However, if I did not take as much time and emphasis to build my internal systems, my internal frameworks, and my internal processes, sustainability would be as a season, here one day and gone the next. Leadership starts with self. And it's through focusing on achievement through transformation of myself that leads to the inspiration to learn, to read, to come to group coaching, to plug into the environment. And the results of that achievement of through self-transformation is production. Okay? It's production. Can I sit here and say that I'm an up and coming top producer? You heard the statistics. I absolutely can. Can I speak to my consistency in being present in these group calls, in every intensity group, stepping in under the invitation of Elias and facilitating an intensity or speaking in these forums and so on and so forth, or whatever God has for me in my future? Absolutely. But the seed was me focusing on achievement through self-transformation. And the result of that was production. How does one create achievement through self-transformation? Because remember, leadership starts with you, and you are your own universe. It starts with transformation happens through reading. You know, there's this saying, and I'm not being racist at all, but if you want to hide something from a Black man, you put it in a book. It's a known statement. And it's judgmental in a sense, but then there's some truth to it at the same time, because reading is something that has a limitless value, but that folks, some folks find that they don't have time for it. Exercising. You are your temple. You are your own universe. To achieve self-transformation, our temple is the critical factor here. Discipline. Waking up, I wake up at 4:30 every morning in the gym by 5:45 for an hour, 60 minutes of workout, because I'm focused on achievement through my self-transformation by enhancing and spending committed time to building my temple. How else can we achieve self-transformation? Block out all of the damn noise. Okay? You are your own universe. I'm going to sit that right there. The universe is an expansive space of energy and atoms and neutrons and neurons and so forth. It's a cosmos that dwells inside of each one of us. Okay? Be you. Be your own universe, but focus on achievement through self-transformation. And production is just an offshoot. My goal in the short time that we're spending with you together is to get you to look at be you but fast from a different perspective as it relates to the non-negotiable. Being your own universe and focusing on achievement through self-transformation, that results in production. And that, my friends, is the non-negotiable. That's what I got for you.